Jeff Jackson, Forge Fanatic here. Gonna have one of these cowboy discussions right now for a minute that I talked about and be posted on YouTube. Okay guys, so here we are. We got some really good cattle markets right now. We need to feed some really good feed. And it seems like we have this discussion probably about once a week where a guy says, you know, I worked with some growers recently and we planted some higher quality product. So instead of planting just simply the cheapest thing that we could find, we actually planted something that was BMR, maybe a brachytic dwarf, maybe a combination BMR brachytic dwarf. And what they're finding is that, you know, you have a higher quality product that's higher palatability, and when we feed those bales or we feed that silage or haylage, the cattle are literally just eating it all. And what that correlates to, folks, it's just like anything else. Garbage in, garbage out. The old adage, you get what you pay for. There is a difference between the cheapest conventional products on the market and what we call the premium, higher tiered brachytic dwarf BMR, maybe dry stock, could be photoperiod sensitive, might be some male sterile, sugarcane aphid tolerance in there, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, when you feed a product that goes to that livestock, it's more palatable, they're gonna wanna ingest more. If it's more digestible, they can actually utilize more forage. And when we talk about digestibility, there's many parameters to that. First of all, the more digestible it is, the better it flows through the rumen. Still keeping a good fiber mat. But it helps that livestock get more energy quicker to produce milk, to make more butter fat, to make more protein in that milk, to produce more meat faster, better rates of gain. The more fibrous product that we would feed, maybe the old conventional Piper Sedan grass or the cheapest sorghum sedan that you can find at the feed store, that you're like, oh hey, I just need something green. We need to be able to cut it, bale it, make a turd. It's better than a snowdrift. Yeah, there's some truth to that. But still, really folks, if you want to have the right rate of gain, I mean, we get paid on pounds of beef produced and pounds of milk produced. We really need to spend the time to find the right product that's right for your farm, ranch, dairy, enterprise, whatever you want to call it, and not always just take the cheap route. Because at the end of the day, the cheap route usually ends up costing you more. At the end of the day, whether you realize it today or not, we have products today based on the digestibility metrics can literally produce twice as many pounds of beef per ton of feed fed if you spend just a little bit more per acre to get a better product out there to feed that livestock. So my plea today is to ask some questions, listen to some people that know what they're talking about. You got to sort those people out. There's not very many. Get some of the best products out there, because literally, folks, when you can go feed a round bale in a round bale feeder or roll a bale out on the ground, and when you come back, there's literally nothing left. For multiple reasons, that should make you actually feel really good. Now, if you're starving those cows and they're still losing condition on something like that, that's a whole different deal. But if you come back out there and you can't literally tell that those cows have been grazing in that area, because from palatability and a digestibility standpoint, they can clean it all up and they love it, that's a fantastic day. Because there's nothing worse than chasing feed around all summer, getting it stored, put up, and then you go feed it and you got to take 20% back out, even 10% back out. The more you can get that utilized, you are saving money and making more pounds every day. So this is my plea. Think about some of those things. Cost of production per acre, let's say you go from, I don't know, $16 an acre to $40 an acre. Seems like a big jump, but we're talking about $40 an acre to produce, let's say, 300 pounds more beef per ton of feed out there. And if beef is, Jesus, a couple bucks, almost $3 a pound, I don't know, 300 times 3 is $900. $900 on a freaking $30 or $40 extra investment. It makes sense. So folks, it's real. Better quality products, better digestibility, better rate of gain, better production on milk. Anyway, that's 6 minutes of rambling. Hope you're all having a great day. Contact me, Jeff Jackson, the Forage Fanatic. I work at Cropland Seed, sorghum product manager. I get to sort through all the stuff. Good stuff, bad stuff, everything in between. I know what they feed like. I know what they look like. Production is fantastic. Have a good day.